Good morning from the Evening Standard newsroom in London. Control of trains and tracks will be brought under a new public sector body named Great British Airways as part of sweeping reforms. The Department for Transport says the organisation will own and manage rail infrastructure, issue contracts to private firms to run trains, set most fares and timetables and sell tickets. It will absorb Network Rail in a bid to end the current so-called blame game system between train and track operations when disruption occurs. It's based on the recommendations of a review of the industry carried out by former British Airways Chief Executive Keith Williams following the chaotic introduction of new timetables in May 2018. An investigation into how the BBC and Martin Bashir secured the Panorama interview with the late Princess Diana will reportedly be published today and conclude the journalist used deceitful methods. Lord Dyson, the former Master of the Rolls and Head of Civil Justice, was appointed to look into the circumstances surrounding the 1995 interview. It was previously alleged that Mr Bashir mocked up fake bank statements and showed them to Diana's brother Earl Spencer to gain access to her, in breach of BBC editorial rules. Mr Bashir left the corporation last week on health grounds. He's been seriously unwell with COVID-19 related complications. Anyone aged 34 and over can now book a COVID vaccine. More than 1 million people that age and over are expected to get a text message today or tomorrow inviting them to take up the jab. NHS England says the vaccination programme is due to be extended to people in their 30s in the next few days. Almost 60 million vaccines have now been administered in the UK. It comes as the Health Secretary Matt Hancock said there were now nearly 3,000 cases of the Indian variant across the country, with surge testing stepped up in several areas in England and Scotland. A study claims the majority of parents of preschool children say not being able to play with their peers during the pandemic has negatively affected their child. More than half of parents are worried about the impact on their young child's overall development amid COVID-19, according to a Sutton Trust report. The charity is calling on the government to put the development and well-being of preschool children at the heart of its education recovery plan. The poll of more than 500 parents of 2 to 4-year-olds found that 20% feel their child's physical development had been impacted negatively, and a quarter feel similarly about their language development. However, a much bigger concern is their child's social and emotional development, with 52% citing this as being negatively impacted. And it's the one all Friends fans have been waiting for. The trailer for the reunion special has been released. All 6 cast members of the beloved comedy feature in the promo for the one-off unscripted episode, which includes clips from the show and sees them take a walk around the set and do a table read of well-known scenes. It'll be streamed on HBO Max from next Thursday.